Beauty Millions, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a tutorial using, again, the Naked palette. And then I'll also be taking a blast from the past. This is the original Bookish Shadows 1 from Urban Decay. If you don't have it, you can break out a shadow that looks very close to this one here. It's Shattered. We'll be using that. You can also buy this shadow separately. So if you want to know how I created this kind of bluish, warm, smoky eye, stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, let's get started. The very first thing we're going to do is definitely remember to prime your eyelid. This will avoid any creasing or fading throughout the day, and I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. To begin this look, I am going to use one of Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide pencils in Electric, and it's a nice blue turquoisey shade. And what we're going to do is fill that, line the lid and fill it in kind of where I've kind of started already. So we're going to just line and fill in real quickly. This is going to work as a nice base to make this shadow that I will be using pop even more. Once you have it lined and filled in to about here, take your fingertip and lightly dab and blend out some of the color. You will also want to take Electric and line the inner corner of the eye. And move about halfway out to about right here. Next, if you have the original Bookish Shadows 1, you can take the color called Shattered, and that's the color we will be using on the lid. Otherwise, if you don't, they do carry Shattered singly at Urban Decay. You can find this at Ulta, Sephora, wherever Urban Decay is sold. I am going to be using my Sigma, and this is the SS252 brush, and I'm going to take a little bit and dab it on the brush just like this here. And what we're going to do is take that color and lightly pat it on top of the liner. And then we're also going to blend in the inner corner of the eye and move our way out. Isn't this color very beautiful? After that's applied, that's all we're going to be using so far. We're going to grab a little bit more of Shattered, and we're going to take an angle brush, and this is from the Sigma Make Me Crazy brush set, and this is the E65 brush. Dab a little bit of Shattered onto the angle brush, and we're going to go right on top of the liner in the inner corner of the eye and lightly dabbing it downward and across. And that's all we're going to be using from the Bookish Shadows 1 or the Shattered single. Now grab your Naked palette. We're going to be using Naked palette, and what I'm going to be doing is taking Buck, which is this matte shadow, and I'm going to be using my Sigma Taper Blending Brush E35, and we're going to grab a bit of Buck. And we're going to start in the outer corner of the eye, creating a V shape here. And we're going to slightly start dabbing that color and blending in a windshield washer motion all the way to the inner corner of the eye. Grab a little bit more of Buck, and we're going to do the same thing in the inner corner. We're going to warm it up and drag in it upward and outward and blending all the way out, creating a very nice warm effect in the crease. Once we have Buck blended to our liking, we're going to go ahead and work on the highlight color and start to create some definition in the crease. Using the same brush, I'm going to dab a little bit of Version and a little bit of Naked. And we're going to tap off the brush a little bit and begin to apply our highlight color only to the peak of the brow bone. And then we're going to lightly take the residual amount and blend slightly over Buck. This will help blend out any harsh edges left behind from Buck. And we have our highlight. Now if you're light or fair complected, you can probably stop here and begin to do some definition around the eye area. But for my skin tone, I'm going to add another shade to darken it up in the crease. This is MAC's Handwritten Eyeshadow. It's a nice dark matte brown. Using the same taper brush, we're going to dab a little bit of that onto the tip of the brush, and we're going to dab it in the innermost corner of the eye, and we're going to work in the inner crease area. See how that's starting to darken up and creating some definition? We're going to work that only in the outer third of the eye, or almost outer half, so about right here to here, and blend. And the more intensified you want it, the more you can add. But we're going to probably stop about right here. Now just to grab a little bit more definition, I'm going to be grabbing my Sugar Pill. This is my favorite black. This is the Bulletproof Eyeshadow. It's a matte black. Same brush, just dot a little bit to the tip. And we're going to stay in the innermost corner of the eye just to darken up along the crease. And this will end up creating a nice, smoky, warm look around the eye. After that's created, we're going to go ahead and use Bulletproof again with that angled brush. Dab a little bit on the tip. And what we're going to do is dry line underneath the lash line to about halfway. And don't forget to dry line the outer corner of the eye as well. And to soften up that dry line underneath, I am going to go back and grab my MAC Handwritten with the same angled brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and go slightly on top of the brown, staying in the outer corner. This will soften up the black so it's not too dark. And then part of the last few steps, what I'm going to do is take my Urban Decay liner in 0, and we're going to line the waterline. And I'm going to also line the upper outer corner waterline because I will be wearing false lashes for this tutorial. The last few steps I am going to do that I won't show on camera is I'm going to apply my liner, and the liner I'm going to be using is L'Oreal, and this is their Intense Liquid Liner. I'm going to line the upper lash line, and then for my lashes I am going to be using, my favorites are back in stock, so if you want to go get my favorites, go to MadameMadeline.com. I'll be using my Red Cherry 523s on my lash line, and then for my mascara I will be using my Urban Decay Super Curl Mascara in black. And once I have that on, I'll come back and show you what I did to the rest of my face. Okay, so welcome back. I've added on the lashes and my mascara. To finish off this look, I decided to break out my Makeup Forever, and yes, you guys, I've been hauling, so I probably, if you'd like to know what I've hauled over the summer, leave your comments below and I'll definitely do that. But I've used my Makeup Forever number 52 blush, and I applied it on just the apples of my cheeks, just to add a little bit of color. So that's my cheek color. And I really like it. This is a nice burst of pink. It works out perfectly for my skin tone. Doesn't go on ashy, and it's very pigmented, you guys. So a little bit of this goes a long way, as you can tell on camera. And for my bronzer, I am using my favorite NARS Casino, and I use that just to warm up the back portions of my cheekbones to kind of slightly contour. And I also use it to help slim down my forehead, since it's rather large. And then for my lips, I decided to also use Makeup Forever. You guys have maybe seen this in a few videos, but I hauled this over the summer months. But this is Makeup Forever, and this is one of my favorites, the Rouge Artist Intense. Yes, and it's number 11. Love that color. It's just a perfect shade of pink. And hence, I am not using a liner today. Being kind of lazy. But that's the lipstick. I love these. Go on. It's like what you see is what you get. And for my lip gloss, I will be using Makeup Forever's Lap Shine in the Diamond number 8. And I'll just be applying a little bit toward the center of the lip. But that is pretty much everything I used in this tutorial. As always, in the information box below, it'll post a link to my blog where I'll show you everything. I'll have a product list of everything I use in this tutorial. And for those of you who like to shop online, there will be links linking you to the website where you can find those products from. Also, if you like my eyebrows, I already have a tutorial up on YouTube. I'll put a link here, and there'll be a link in the information box below where I'll link you over to the brow tutorial. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. I have so many more videos coming up for you all. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.